Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
Welcome to the Pajama Party. It's Friday night once again, and we are gathered here.
Oh boy!
I'm one of those Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Don't fly, darling.
And this is the Pajama Party. Welcome one, welcome all, and we're here to put it down.
All right now.
I'm here with Ketel, like I said, and Redwine.
Oh yes.
They're my distinguished guests for tonight. They work for me.
We're distinguished.
Yes.
But we work for him.
Yeah. Right. Ketel shines my shoes,
isn't that a double
and
negative?
Redwine presses
know.
my shirt.
Oh my God.
And they're good workers.
Is that why your shirt wrinkled tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
That must be it.
Anyway, how y'all doing?
Can't complain. How about
Excellent. I'm doing pretty good.
I see.
We got a host of things to go over tonight. We get all the news here. Nothing's censored. We get it in. Everything that has to do with anything you don't hear on popular news areas. We do all everything, the blackness, keep on, and everything that's got to do with everything. Kelly, you want to give us a rundown of what we got going on
Sure
tonight?
Sure thing. I'm going to get right into it.
All right.
We got our hot topics tonight. Widespread cyber attack takes down websites. Again, here we go. Montana judge defends 60-day sentence in child incest case. Also, AT&T is in advanced talks to acquire Time Warner. Our hit it and quit it headlines. Postal worker caught on video dumping bins of mail in the woods.
Oh, wow.
Also, British American Tobacco proposes $47 billion Reynolds merger. Also, National Park yields first dinosaur bone discovery. That's going to be interesting. We have a new segment called Footnotes. You guys going to enjoy that tonight. What's poppin' with Poppa DD? NFL Giants kicker's domestic violence case. Our weird news. Florida woman donates her pubic hair to Donald Trump. Pumpkins go ballistic at New Hampshire racetrack. And drunken peanut butter vandal in Wisconsin.
Okay.
I'm just saying, with Redwine, you can't kill a memory. Living for the city with Poppa DD, you got a surprise for us tonight.
Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about what they think of us.
Okay. Hollywood wrap-up, Obama biopic, Carol Burnett, and the cast of Martin. We're going to talk about that. Cocktail of the week, smoke and spice cider.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, boy. Kiss it list and the last word. Sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be right back with the hot topic.
Yeah,
hey, this is Redwine. Just doing a few promos for the Pajama Party adult online radio talk show. You know how we do it. PJs only. No clothes allowed. And I was just trying to get this done.
Hey, Redwine, are you talking about the Pajama Party, where we talk about hot topics, movie reviews, living for the city, and what's poppin' with me, Poppa DD?
I know you guys aren't doing this spot without me. Carol with the yellow sign. Did you tell everybody that they can reach us at apajamaparty.com or call us live, 914-803-4306. Check us out on Twitter. And don't forget to kiss the list. Okay, now is the time for me to sing. Me. We don't have time for all that.
Why don't she could sing?
Aw.
Let's get back to the show. Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of those Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Are you here, Redwine?
Bonsoir.
Anyway, if you join us for the first time, this is the Pajama Party. We are a late-night adult talk show. We talk about any and everything we get it in. There's no holds barred. We talk about anything that has to be with anything. We get in touch with the blackness, keep on. Anything going on with politics, people, your boss's boss, your mama's boss, your daddy's boss.
Uh-oh.
We speak on anything. If you want to call in, if you already talked to us via telephone, just press 1. You'll be put in our queue and you can speak your mind. I'm sure between now and the time we go off the air, something's going to spark your interest and you'll be able to let us know what's happening with you or what's happening with your world or who pissed you off today, who cut you off, who drove in front of you, or whatever you dealt with on this Friday. Like I said, there again, this is the Pajama Party. I'm Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
And they work for me.
Right. All right. So what you got first on the hot topic list?
The first topic tonight is widespread cyber attack takes down websites. Okay. Affected sites including Twitter, SD, GitHub, Vox, Spotify, Airbnb.
Oh, Airbnb?
No, this is Airbnb. Is that what? No, Airbnb is. Oh, really?
Airbnb.
Okay. Well, excuse me. Okay. Airbnb, Netflix, and Reddit. What is all this? Maybe I'm just too old to be in this world. Okay. DYN, which manages websites, domains, and routes internet traffic, experienced 2 disruptions, denials of service attacks on its DNS server. Okay, the DOTS attack is an attempt to flood a website with so much traffic that it's impaired normal services. Okay, if you check out one of these DNS service providers, what they're saying as far as DNS servers and all, see, one thing about these internet servers, they're all served by certain ones. Everybody comes out like they're a champion on their own, but they're all backed by something. It's very interesting in the world today. Everybody represents like they got it going on in their own, but they're just a cell phone tower on a pole. You know, whether you're Metro PCS or things. The only one that's really authentic, to be honest with you, is Verizon. Verizon, back in the day, with the hard-working people that decided to go fiber optics, which was Bell Atlantic. You remember Bell Atlantic years ago? And Bell Pacific? They built their built. I know you're 29 years old, Redwine, but for those like near 50 years old, Bell Atlantic and Bell Pacific was the original what they called Ma Bell, and they put their fiber optics underground. So things you see hanging from the towers and stuff like that, that's not Verizon. That's Sprint, T-Mobile, Sprint, Metro PCS.
But those are cell phone carriers. That's different from the DNS. DNS is the domain.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying.
Okay.
This is my story, Redwine.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate your intelligence and
Carry
your
on.
intellect.
Carry on.
But you really got to stop stepping on my my situation.
Carry on, Papa.
Thank you. Like I said, y'all work for me. No disrespect.
Go ahead, man.
Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. There was a major disruption of all the different situations, Twitter and all that jazz that your children could probably tell you better than I could, that they were out of touch. And once these young kids and these millennials in their 20s fall off the radar, they don't know what to do. They don't know whether to scratch their head or scratch their ass. You know, I ain't got service. I ain't got no service. Oh, you know, they
Man, it was messed up.
Yeah.
I couldn't get on Twitter. I couldn't get on Netflix. They had everything all jacked up.
Yeah, well, initial outages were primarily impacted those of the East Coast, but by midday Friday, people in Europe were reporting outages as well.
Wow.
So
how long did this go on?
It went on for hours, they say. At least it went on from 7 a.m. to at least 4 p.m. And it was a day of nothing. So they say we've never seen anything more targeted that impacted so many sites, says David Jones, Director of Sales, Engineering, and Software IT Company. Okay? So the people that are selling you all the crap, you know, they suffered the most. It's really interesting when everybody had these little behind-the-scenes jobs that you never hear from, but they're making a ton of money.
Right.
When something happens like a glitch or things break down, now, you know, Joe, the IT guy, is like, oh, damn, how they corner my market.
Right.
I'm the undercover guy that's playing ping pong and riding a bicycle all day with sneakers and shorts on in 40-degree weather. Nobody knows who I am. Well, we got you, man. So anyway, like I said, all things in a nutshell. So they finally got things back in perspective, but just to let you know, all the accounts and all the different things out there was just disrupted today, which goes to show you that everybody knows what breaks down people, breaks down America, is internet. You know, you want to slow America down, you ain't got to bomb us or nuke us. Just pull out our Ethernet wire and we're done.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
It was rough. They had us gasping for air.
Pull out the Ethernet and we're done. We don't even need a nuclear
They're killing me.
They're going to convulsions after that.
I can't get on Twitter.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for that particular story. Who's next?
Well, I got one for you, and this one really, this one actually infuriates me just reading it, and I'm going to try not to get too emotional because this thing makes me angry. This judge in Montana, please make sure we put him on the kiss it list as soon as I tell you his name. Thank you, that helps. This judge imposed a 60-day jail sentence plus probation on this man who repeatedly raped his own 12-year-old daughter. Now, I cannot understand how this judge felt like that was a fair and just sentence. This man repeatedly raped his own 12-year-old daughter. So it's rape and incest, and the judge gave him 60 days.
What was his logic on that?
There is no logic to that. And he has other children. So anyway, now there's a petition being circulated. Over 30,000 people have signed a petition on change.org calling for the impeachment of this judge. He's a district judge. His name is John McKeon. That's M-C-K-E-O-N. Now, the sentence that he gave was credit for time served, which means that this man isn't even going to serve the 60 days. He's only going to serve 43 days in jail because of the time he was already locked up out of the 60.
Wow.
So they're saying it'll be 60 days is what he gave him on the sentence, but when you take out time already served in jail, he's only really serving 43 days. Now, his daughter will never be the same again.
Yeah,
how do you justify that?
Yeah.
Nobody, now the petition says nobody spoke on behalf of this 12-year-old child, and it's time to start punishing the judges who let monsters like this walk the streets. That's what the petition said. Now, the prosecution recommended a 25-year prison term for this man who pled guilty over the summer to a felony count of incest as part of the deal that got dismissed for the 2 counts for the same crime. McKeon instead, the judge, imposed a suspended 30-year prison sentence, which the man won't serve if he successfully completes his probation. Now, the probation includes community-based sex offender treatment with no unsupervised contact with minors. So I'm just trying to understand, where's the justice in this?
Well, let me intervene on that just a little bit. I think that we have to understand that this took place in Montana, okay?
True.
And sometimes when we go in on stuff, we go in on stuff with a northern or northeast mindset.
But I'm saying, what about a human mindset?
Spetta. That means wait.
Yeah, cállate. That means close it in Spanish. I'm talking about a human point of view.
Damn, Chip,
you
saved
cannot,
my ass.
I'm just saying.
Well, let me ask you
that that's fair.
Now, was mother involved? I mean, did they say anything about the mother or...
Yeah, but like I said...
She wrote a letter on his behalf talking about, well, he has 2 sons, and it wouldn't be right for them to be without their father.
Yeah, but like I said, you cannot put a Montana situation... Montana is the...
But they're still part of the United States.
Hold on, let me just
they're
make
not
my
a foreign
point.
country.
Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
Okay.
Like I said, I am not downplaying this situation by no stretch of the imagination, so don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is that people in Montana aren't thinking like people in New Jersey or Philadelphia or Maryland or D.C. That mindset is, out there is tumbleweeds, okay? One house is 10 miles away from another house, and everybody's living a life that's so interesting and different. Like, for example, let's say in New Jersey. In Jersey, they have something called Megan's Law, was put in effect by Christy Whitman, the governor of New Jersey, based on a girl named Mega Kinka, who was raped brutally by one of the neighbors in Hamilton, New Jersey, and it was so solidified and justified that Christy Whitman put a law out called Megan's Law. Mm-hmm. And Megan's Law is one of the strongest sex offender situations in the world, and it's in New Jersey.
Well, can we move this guy to Jersey?
Well, I guess that's you got my point exactly.
Because
he's in Montana where they too busy milking cows.
It was the judge's discretion.
But his mentality, I understand.
The mentality of the judge.
They're still saying Montana is not in foreign
Have you been to Montana?
No,
then
and I don't want to.
Then you don't know.
No, I don't want to go to Montana either.
But let me finish the story. So the mother of the child, which I assume is his wife, wrote a letter to the court saying her husband made a horrible choice, but a 25-year prison term is not the best punishment. She continued to say he needs help. He has 2 sons that still love him and need the father in their lives, even with very understandable restrictions. I would like to see my children have an opportunity to heal the relationship with their father. So that implies that the relationship is messed up.
But still, that's a Montana wife.
That's true.
That's a Montana wife.
She's pleading for her husband, and she said, please give him the opportunity to work on fixing the relationships that he destroyed. He is not a monster, just a man that really screwed up and has been paying in many ways. And I thought that interesting she used the term, he really screwed up.
Exactly.
Now, he has repeatedly raped his 12-year-old daughter.
But like I said.
And she's pleading his case?
Right. But you cannot, when you go at it with a northeastern mindset, you're missing the whole point of those hillbillies and what they don't believe in or what they don't care about. They're not raised with that whole ethic level of the northeastern people.
Well, it turns out that this guy, McKeon, is one of many judges who's been caught handing down light sentences for rapists.
He's probably...
Because remember the case in, where was that, up in New England? The guy who was one of the Ivy League schools that raped that girl, and he basically got a slap on the wrist.
Well, because
that has
they all went to the same college and things like that. Well, they all went to the same college.
That was on the East Coast.
They all had what they thought was a relative situation.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm not agreeing with none of these jokers.
He might have been in the same position as far as they might have known the man or...
And the judge in Montana was probably poking his daughter, too. So you never know.
I don't know.
You never know.
They should have thrown him under the jail. But did you add him to the Kiss It list, please?
Yeah,
yes, I did.
Judge John McKeon.
Our Kiss It list is something we go over toward the end of the show, which is a list of things that are compiled of people that show their ass, did they thing. If you want to call and put someone
piss me off.
Or piss Redwine off. If you want to put someone on a Kiss It list, you're welcome to do it. Your mother, father, sister, brother. You can give us their name, their address, their social security number. We don't care. This is Blog Talk Radio, and we can do what we want to do. So
I'm gonna put them in a big old skillet and turn the heat up.
You put them on the Kiss It list. But
I'm gonna keep moving.
Keep moving. This is
Redwine.
Ketel.
Redwine she's hot.
Yeah, let me take a sip and calm down.
What
you got, Kevin?
This is a story for Papa. I think he's gonna like this one.
Me?
This is gonna be interesting. AT&T is in advanced talks to acquire Time Warner.
But I tell you a long time ago.
Yep,
man.
I tell you, in 5 years, they're only going to be about 5 of everything.
Yep. I mean,
5 airlines, 5 of every, because everybody's going to eat everybody up.
Who would ever think Time Warner? Time Warner's big time.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna show you how big a time AT&T is.
Until bigger time comes along.
It's a deal that would create a new hallmark in the rapidly converging realms of media, communications, and the internet. TV services with Time Warner's entertainment empire, which includes cable networks such as TNT, TBS, CNN, also channel HBO, and the Warner Brothers Film and TV Studio.
Good gracious.
Time Warner shares rose 9.6% to $90.94. And unfortunately, AT&T's theirs fell 2.6%. Now, I'm not understanding that. You would think both of them would rise.
You would think.
A transaction would be far and away the biggest media deal of recent years. Time Warner had a market capitalization of $68 billion.
Yeah, Time Warner's doing that thing.
But AT&T has $233 billion.
So they're nothing.
Oh my God.
See what I'm
So
saying?
they say you're nothing to me.
We just gonna eat you right
like
on
I
up.
said, in the next 5 years, you're going to have 5 airlines. Right now, we got Delta, United. In 5 years, there's going to be 5 airlines only. 5 of everything.
So what do you guys think about that? I mean.
Well, as you know, for me, it's been my theory for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I just tell you that. And another thing, too, is not so much that people are taking people over, it's just that there's so much money to count that they need more people to help count the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on. They need more people to help count the money.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much money between the airlines with the 9/11, the 9/11 tax they got and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That they're making so much money that they need more people. But the sad part about it on the back end, once they catch up with themselves, people get laid off.
Yeah.
Because the person who brought the company out are the leaders of the pack, and they don't give a crap about the people that are the ones that were taken over.
No.
So the group that was taken over, unless they're kissing mad ass, they're going to get out after a while because they didn't bring in the tools.
You better take that early out. Somebody gonna offer early out.
Yeah, you got to keep it moving. You got to be a moving target. You got to be a moving target. So it's really interesting. But we're gonna take a little break. Like I said, this is a Pajama Party. This is a Friday night adult talk show. I'm Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Don't
so we do this every night, every Friday night at 9 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock Central Time.
Oh, here we go.
7 o'clock Mountain Time.
Oh, boy.
6 o'clock Pacific Time, and 9:15 CP Time if you're late, like most of y'all black folks are.
All righty.
Anyway, we're going to take a little small break, and we'll be right back with the Pajama Party.
Looking for a new cocktail to serve at your next dinner party? Trying to figure out what pairs well with your main entree? Then you need to visit the Cocktail of the Week archive at apajamaparty.com. We've got a list of all the cocktails we've featured on previous Pajama Party shows with recipes and pictures of the drinks. And believe me, we've had some good ones. And while you're on the website, visit the archives for previous shows. Just click on any date, and you can hear the shows again and again. We've got you covered at apajamaparty.com. And tell a friend. They'll thank you.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Hello.
All right, and like if you join us for the first time, we are the Pajama Party. This is an every Friday night affair. We get it in. This is the news you can't get with the regular networks because we tell the truth. And
they scared. Is that what it is?
That's
they scared.
Redwine, she's right. In fact, she's wearing an Afro wig tonight.
We're not scared. What? Power to the people like that.
What? You know what? Redwine is usually sophisticated and bougie, but when the show starts, she turns straight radical, okay?
Yes, I do.
She keeps the fist in the air and she's constantly humming in the background.
I'm still pissed off about that judge in Montana.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, that's Montana.
He made me get my afro pick with the fist on it.
It's Montana, you know, steers and queers, you know, they got, they're, you know.
Steers and queers.
Anyway, but we're,
they go to the hit it and quit it headlines?
Yeah, we're going to go to the hit and quit it headlines.
Okay, I got one.
Go do your thing, Redwine.
Okay, I got one. Postal worker caught on video dumping bin after bin of mail in the woods.
What?
So if you're missing anything, hopefully that postal worker wasn't the one carrying it.
Where did this happen at?
And here's the story. I'll get to that. Waiting for the mailman to bring you something? Well, you might be waiting a while if you live in one Atlanta suburb.
Whoa!
Okay.
Atlanta suburb.
A woman videotaped a U.S. Postal Service worker earlier this week dumping bin after bin after bin of mail out in the woods behind her subdivision in Decatur, Georgia.
Whoa! Damn.
Said, I sat there and recorded it for about 5 minutes, and he continued to just grab more mail and toss it over the fence.
Lord have mercy.
That's what this lady, Kelly Campbell, told the CNN affiliate, WSB. Campbell said the man even took a short break to rest before finishing and driving off.
Lord.
The Postal Service sent 5 investigators over to pick up the discarded mail on Wednesday, and it took them more than 2 hours to get it all out of the woods.
It was that much mail?
It was that much. Now, the U.S. Postal Service has started an investigation into the matter, And the Postal Service says they condemn it in the strongest possible sense. Let me say it how they would say it. We condemn this in the strongest possible sense. This behavior jeopardizes the security and sanctity of the U.S. mail and threatens to tarnish the reputation and the high level of trust and the vast majority of our employees who work so hard to uphold. That's what the Postal Service
To uphold what?
That's how it's done in the press conference?
That's how they do it.
Yeah, okay.
They get all emotional with it.
We're not going to look at it
Oh, God. Stand for it. So they said they think that they don't even know. They said we think the man in the video is a part-time employee.
Yeah, right.
Unemployed.
But then the executives get back in the limousine and said, "How'd I do, man?" Oh, that was good, man. That was good.
That was good.
That was
You
good.
sounded real convincing. I like the way you put your hand up and said, "We will not tolerate."
Oh my God! My God!
He said this shaking is too overwhelming.
Everybody's fronting the game. It's
much.
so sad how everybody's fronting the game, from the executives
said,
to the peons. Everybody's getting it in and just faking the funk. Boy.
One resident said, that they were ticked off that they were missing out on getting their mail. And so one resident named Johnny Lanier, he said, "That's where my mail at? Down in that hole down there in the woods?" I think that was very disrespectful.
Mm-mm. He said it just like that?
He said it just like that. So will the residents ever get their mail? The Postal Service said that they will deliver it as soon as possible.
That could be 2 weeks later.
Hey, they said as soon as possible.
But you know what my thing is? It's like people do not value, I guess, their jobs, for one, and two, the Postal Service don't value the employees, because half of the employees look like some shiggity. I don't even know if you're supposed to work or not. You know what I'm saying?
They're not like in proper uniform.
Right. They're just not. They don't look like a male person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have a complete uniform and everything, but half of them, they supposed to wear it, I guess. But I can't tell if you know, with the Postal Service or not.
Well, I tell you what, in the summertime, some of the ones that have on those shorts, not a good look.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It ain't working, huh?
It's not working. Anyhow, moving on.
I got a story here. Like I was saying before, I told y'all a long time ago, y'all couldn't attest to this, as far as merging. Merging is big. Merging is real, and merging is here. Because anybody that's got a group that's doing twice as big as your company is going to swallow your ass.
Yep,
So you might as well get ready to let it happen.
Fact,
now,
man.
okay, this is BAT, to propose a $47 billion, okay? Everything nowadays is about the big. If you got $1 million, you really have no money. You really don't. And you really should consider, do I want to retire with $1 million? $1 million is nothing.
I'll take it.
You talk to, the average layman will take it. But you talk to Jay-Z or Beyonce, they'll be like, billions,
That's
please.
chump change, huh?
It's a billion to a billionaire is like breaking $100 bill.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty much.
$1 million is change.
$1 million is change. It's nothing anymore. It's all about the billions. Anyway, London British American Tobacco, okay, which is BAT.
Okay.
British American Tobacco, like I said on the merging tip. They announced Friday, which is today, to buy the stakes that it doesn't already own of tobacco firm Reynolds America Incorporated for $47 billion. Now, peep this here. Now, this is all about cigarettes, cancer sticks, if you will.
That's a lot of money.
Cancer sticks. Now, peep this here. London headquarters of this company, all right, BAT, already owns 42.2% of Winston-Salem, North Carolina headquarters firm, which manufactures Camel cigarettes. People still smoking them little stinky joints, okay? You know, Camel, the pack is about 6 inches tall.
Yeah, it's a little pack. Because they have no filter on.
No filter. Look at red wine. Red wine is a trooper. I'm gonna look down and see what that red wine is wearing Timberland boots, because she's up on everything.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. You empty them out and put you some chronic up in the joint when she's done. Yeah, sure you have them. Anyway, BAT, which is the London company British American Tobacco. They already own 42% of this little BS bullshit little company in North Carolina called, what is it called?
Not the Reynolds Company.
Reynolds, exactly. American Reynolds, exactly. Thank you, Redwine. The American Reynolds Company in North Carolina. Now, anytime somebody owns 42.2% of your 100%, that means they got the boner up your butt, and they're just looking to erect. You dig what I'm saying? For lack of better terms.
Yeah.
Now, this is an adult night talk show, so peep what I'm saying.
Oh, I got the vision.
If you got 100% and somebody got 42.2%,
that's closing
up
in on
your
head.
rectal hole, that means they about to explode like a monkey. So anyway, they came back for the rest. All right, now, like I said, London headquarters, BAT, already owns 42.2% of this Winston-Salem, North Carolina headquarters firm, which manufactures this is one brand of cigarettes. That's what's so deep about it. I haven't talked about Winston, Tarrington,
So this is just
Coles,
Camel?
Camels only.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. For a non-smoker, you will say, well, damn, I never knew the cigarettes had that kind of influence. But it's off the chain.
It is.
It's off the chain. Anyway, like I said, Camel Cigarettes. It wants to acquire the remaining 57.8% at 56.50 cents a share, almost $60 a share. Okay? 24.13 in cash and 32.37 in BAT shares. Okay? Now, the little hoes over at the little Winston-Salem company, they're saying, okay, fucking let's do it. Let's do it. What the hell? You already got your jaw stuff in my rectum. What the fuck? You might as well get on and erect. You might as well erect. You're already in my anus hole. You might as well get your Johnson hard. You're in there already. Okay? So anyway. Yeah, I'm in therapy. All right, I'm in therapy. Okay.
Did you take your pills?
I sure did. Anyway, BAT, British American Tobacco, which is behind brands including Door-Hill, Lucky Stripes, and Pall Mall, which is Pall Mall. Damn, my father used to smoke them joints. They going after all those really addictive cigarettes.
They going after the hardcore.
Because Pall Mall, or we called it Pall Mall back in the day. Pall Mall had no.
Used to smoke Pall Mall.
Yeah, my father smoked the red pack. Look at y'all.
Old one.
As you can hear, I'm in here with some old school Negroes. Okay, we ain't no youngsters sit up here. Pall Mall was a little red pack of cigarettes, Camels. Those are some powerful ass cigarettes.
And they still around.
I'd probably get a buzz just smoke. You probably Anyway, BAT.
I know.
No, not BET. That's not getting a name infringement here. BAT, which is behind brands include, like I said, Dunhill, Lucky Stripes, and Pall Mall, as they call it, said that the merge would create a stronger, truly global company, which is lending positions in the United States market and a significant presence in South America and Middle East, Africa, and Asia, which go to show you that the Asian people, the African people, the Middle Eastern people smoking their ass off. Okay, and you know what's so interesting about cigarettes today? You're not going to tell me that the tar and nicotine is not stronger than it was back in the day. Because they used to have trains back in the day that would have smoking cars. And you would see all this smoke in there, but you could actually walk through that car with the smoke in there.
Yeah, and
but
not
now,
feel like you were going to die.
Smoke will just freak you out, And to all the smokers out there, I mean no disrespect to you. So if you're listening and you're a smoker, I'm not trying to dog you. Just, I'm just saying that, it's deep. Need to know what's going on with the particular things going on. But we have been a shareholder in Reynolds since its creation in 2004. And this is what the London people are saying, and have benefited from its growth in the U.S. market, says different people of BAT, who was this gentleman, his name was Nico Dante, Chief Executive in BAT. And the proposal merge of our two great companies is a logistic progressive in its relationship, and we should expeditiously finish this particular proposal.
Expeditiously.
and he's talking all money. Okay, BAT shares advanced about 3% in London after the announcement. So in the whole thing I'm saying on this here is that the most rot gut cigarettes in the world, which is Camel and Pall Mall, nasty, stinky. That's Redwine giving some sound effect. The stinkiest, funkiest cigarettes on the planet are making a fortune. So just go to show you that it's deep. It's deep.
That's too much money wrapped around.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
I mean, billions.
It just goes to show you, should I really end up with a pretty girl, or should I give me an ugly joker? Because the ugly jokers are pulling in the big money.
Cigarettes or women?
I do not know.
I'm just saying.
Well, we're going to finish
You just made a hard left
I'm
turn
just
on that one. I don't know.
Everybody's looking for an attractive woman. This company in London is looking for the worst cigarettes on the planet. Camel, Pall Mall, anything that don't have a filter. They found them and they're making a fortune on it. And like I said, the merging is big and it's real. And if you don't stand back, if you own something, somebody's gonna swallow your ass up. The big fish is eating the little fish.
Do the Pac-Man.
Pac-Man again.
Getting into to pretty and ugly. Well, I might as well get into this dinosaur
Yeah, let's keep it
story.
moving. Let's keep it moving.
This dinosaur story. Alaska's Denali National Park just threw researchers a major ancient bone. In July, while a team was working alongside the National Park Service, it discovered 4 significant fragments, including an ossified tendon, which is a connective tissue. Yeah, I did my research.
Oh, excuse me.
These fragments were clearly parts of bigger bones from a larger animal.
She's talking all intelligent tonight.
Talking about the big bone. No,
Think what I'm saying? Watch out now. Pat Drunkermill, it's a hellified name. He's a curator of the earth sciences at the University of Alaska Museum. Said the tender fragments probably belong to check this out, harpsichord.
What is that?
It's another type of dinosaur. These duck-billed larger dinosaurs were herbivorous and are thought to have been the most abundant large animals in Alaska. Another larger fragment is composed of spongy bone originating from the end of the large animal's limb. Wow.
So they're herbivores. That's the ones that eat plants.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, Redwine.
I learned that from Jurassic Park.
I actually thought you were intelligent. Anyway.
Well, I am, but I do remember them pointing that out in Jurassic Park.
Go and do your thing.
This discovery comes more than a decade after the first dinosaur evidence first surfaced. In 2005, animal tracks were found in the Cantwell Formation near Igloo Creek.
And where is this?
This was, you said, where was this?
Yeah, where is this?
This was in Alaska, Denali National Park.
Okay.
But they found something in 2005.
Okay.
Also. Although thousands of tracks have been found in the park since then, the fragments represent the first identifiable bones from animals dating to the Cretaceous period. Cretaceous period.
Okay.
Woo! Okay.
You know what? If you say
no, I didn't say that.
If you say clitoris or clitoris one more time,
no, I didn't say
I'm gonna
that.
go take a cold shower. Okay. Would you say clitoris?
No.
Clitoris?
Anyway, moving on.
Deriving of the JJ?
No.
What did she say?
See, now his mind is
I'm just going to break it down.
Well, I'm just trying to
going to break it down. They found some more dinosaurs in the Denali National Park of Alaska.
They found some dinosaurs?
Thank you. I'm
bones,
sweating
some more
here.
dinosaur bones.
I'm sweating here. Thank you. Thank you. I thought.
Yeah, that was rough. I got you, though.
I thought the vaginas were growing
No, they
clitoris.
didn't find any vagina.
I thought it was a vagina clitoris over.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was
Anyway,
a good story.
that was a good story. That was great.
So if you guys go into Alaska, you guys may run into the clitorius dinosaur.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Let me run this story real quick.
This part of our footnotes here?
No, this is what's popping. If we can go into this.
We weren't.
You want to take a break, or you want? Which one?
Let's take a little seat. Can we stay with what we're doing, Papa?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He is so anxious tonight.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to go.
Nah, this story's really got me going. Well, we'll get back with this. This is about an NFL player who's been beating his wife's ass every day.
Okay, well, that's a good teaser. We'll be right back then, and Poppa DD can break that story down. So don't move. We're coming right back.
This is the Pajama Party on Blog Talk Radio. The Pajama Party is produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment at www.dchomegrown.com. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party crew and you. So pick up the phone and dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306, and tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved just for you at the Pajama Party, so call us now. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Log on to www.apajamaparty.com and click the Listen Live banner or call 914-803-4306. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Is it tea time, darling?
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of the hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Okay, Redwine, she's currently dating a French guy, so she's using a lot of French overtones. I think he's tearing that concucci.
Mind your business.
He's tearing that concucci up. He is, as the French man says, I am fucking the dog shit out of her.
Oh, my word.
So now everything she says has a French overtone, although she's American as hell.
Okay, what's poppin' tonight, Poppa?
Take your pills tonight.
Yeah.
See,
that therapy is not working.
Now, mind you, Ketel and Redwine both worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe y'all insulting your boss.
But still, we still trying to keep you in line.
But I'm your boss.
We want an uphill battle.
Yeah.
I pay your salary.
And a thankless job at that.
I make sure that you drive a Maserati and you drive a damn, what do you drive?
Yeah, a Volkswagen Rabbit.
I don't think you want to drive those. Remember we did a story on that?
That is your choice. Anyway, let's move on.
So what's popping?
Let's move on. I have two segments on the show. One's called What's Popping, and the other one later is called Living for the City, where I get deep into the blackness, keep on. But what's popping this week to me is the kicker. Not the linebacker, not the quarterback, but the sorry-ass, skinny-ass, 115-pound weighing kicker of the New York Giants, okay? His name is Josh Brown, and over the past few weeks, he's been whooping his wife's ass daily. Now, we all remember the gentleman from the Baltimore Ravens. What was his name? Ray Rice. Ray Rice allegedly hit his wife in an elevator in Atlantic City, which if you're from Philly, we used to call Atlantic City Chicken Bone Beach. Okay? But if you ain't from Philly, you ain't familiar with that. But Atlantic City was called Chicken Bone Beach back in the day. But Ray Rice and his wife was at a bar in Atlantic City, and they got in an elevator. They must have gotten into an argument or discussion, whatever, and they're showing him hitting his wife. I actually think his wife's face hit his fist, but they were.
She ran into it?
She ran into his fist, but anyway, that was a whole nother story. But they love each other. They end up getting married, and he got kicked out of football. Okay, the Ravens got rid of him. NFL didn't take him back in, and he just got all messed up. Now, let me tell you a story about this other guy who was white, I must say. Okay, and Ray Rice, who was black and got kicked out of football for hitting his wife on a video in an elevator in Atlantic City. But now here's a white guy who wasn't on video, and his name is Josh Brown. Okay, NFL to look again at the Giants kicker domestic violence case. CNN. One of your main news corporations, CNN. Newly released police documents reveal that New York Giants kicker, he's just a kicker, not a linebacker, not a quarterback, a damn kicker, okay, admitted in the past to verbally and physically abusing his wife. News that has prompted the NFL to look into a domestic violence matter again. All right? Brown, the kicker for New York Giants, was arrested for domestic violence in May of 2015, a year ago. After having an argument with his wife, no charges were filed on Brown. He served only a one-game suspension, at the beginning of the 2016 season for violating the NFL personal conduct policy. Now, all Ray Rice did with his wife is did a situation for her one time. He got kicked out of football. But this white guy, Josh Brown, the kicker, only served one game. The NFL said that in light of the newly available information, it will review the new documents and decide what to do. Well, you should decide what to do the first time because Ray Rice only hit his wife the one time. But this guy been whooping his wife's ass regularly. Okay? That's my man, Lizambo, the comedian. He says regularly.
Oh, John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. Regularly. Anyway, I tried to mock him, but it wasn't too good. Okay, so the NFL now, we always got on the kiss list every week. They say we will not be making any comments on potential discipline until the time, the league said. The Giants said that Brown, who's 37-year-old, will not travel with the team to his game in London against the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. Now, the Giants are playing the Rams in London, so they figure in order to keep all the promotional stuff at a respectful level, we're not going to have the domestic violence man go to London. Don't go to London because we're trying to keep our London press in perspective. We're trying to hold on to our London friends, so keep your wife-abusing ass in New York this weekend only. You see how people cater to the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They cater to the crap that's going to benefit their situation.
Oh,
So they told him to stay home while we go to London. So you're not going to go to London with us because we got to fuck with the queen and the king and the prince and the two little babies, the new king and queen, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. But anyway, they're going to keep him away for the game this weekend. But we think it makes sense to review this newly disclosure information and revisit the case again to see what's going on. The Giants do not condone or excuse his violence at all. So
really,
what they're saying is that Josh has acknowledged that he has mad issues with his wife, and they've been arguing about different things concerning their marriage. And sometimes he gets out of hand with his behavior, and he tends to argue with her strongly and hit her occasionally. Now, how does a motherfucker, excuse my expression, I'm in therapy, how does a motherfucker say that I hit my wife occasionally?
Yeah. That's more than one time. Okay. That's more than one time.
Is that okay? Oh, I'll punch her in the face every now and then.
Never okay.
Just for the hell of it. I hit her. What the hell? I'm a millionaire football player. She's a housewife. She's raising our children. And when she gets out of line, I whoop her ass occasionally. I leave her bloody. Let me ask you this, Papa. How was the story broke? I mean, how did... Well, because after a while, it kind of just filtered itself because the wife complained, first of all.
Yeah, I think she came out.
She came out and said that because, well, see, what happens is that when you got a millionaire husband, as some of these basketball and football players are, they tell their wife they don't have to work, so they become complacent, they become Stepford wives, they become all into, I'm trying to support my husband. But then the husband, being a millionaire, he got a bunch of side pieces on the side, because Coochie's round running after him. And a young guy like him, he's only, 29 years old? Oh, yeah. So now the Coochie's running after him, he's a millionaire, he don't know how to handle himself. Wow. So he beats up on his wife so he can go mess with his little side piece. So it's really deep. I mean, it's very deep. And I feel sorry for her, and God bless her. I think that no matter how much your husband is making, I tell the women of the world out there, still go out there and work and get you a job just so you can have activities in your life and you can fill your own particular situation, And you can mess around with one of the guys on the job. What the hell? He's trying to keep her from everything, keep her in the house,
Watch out. Is that what he's trying to do?
I believe it is. But anyway, his name is Josh Brown. He's on our Kisser list tonight. We go over the Kisser list later on in the show. All the people that showed their ass. Josh Brown, the New York Giants, been whooping his wife's ass regularly. And Ray Rice, a couple of years ago, hit his wife in Atlantic City, and he was kicked out of football completely. Mm-hmm. And he was a black man, and Josh Brown's a white man. We won't throw racial in it, but maybe it is.
So he's not back in football?
Yeah, but they suspended him for this game on Sunday in London. They're playing in London and said don't play.
No, I'm talking about Ray Rice.
Oh, no, Ray Rice is done. They put him out. No other team is hiring him, and he's in limbo.
Because he was a free agent after, right?
Well, not
he
so much free agent, but nobody picked him up because all these different owners are all in it together. One owner says don't get him, they all say don't get him. He's a cancer, he's not good. Women will come down on you. But the people of Baltimore embraced Ray Rice. So,
right. Matter of fact, he was on. He talked to local news person Doreen Gensler.
Right, exactly.
And she was asking why, come out and tell your story. And I didn't see the whole thing,
he's
but
pretty pissed off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
maybe he'll get in there and change some things.
Well, we're gonna keep an eye on that particular story.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mhm. Yep.
So this next story, Redwine. Do you have this story?
Yeah.
Oh, you have
weird
it. Okay.
News. Yeah.
Okay. Redwine went to the pantry.
The refill.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're worrying about you.
I'm good. I'm checking on the bartender. Moving a little bit slow tonight.
Okay, well we can get into the weird news here.
Okay, weird news.
Yeah, we're gonna lighten it up a little bit.
Weird news is news that is straight weird. And like I said, if you listen to Pajama Party for the first time, we're not all over the place. We have different segments. We have as you can see, Ketel, can you tell them the segments, not the extra stories, but the different topics that we discuss?
I forgot I work for him.
Yeah, you work for me.
We have the hot topics, hidden and quitted headlines, which we just finished. What's popping with you, Papa? Mm-hmm. Our weird news. We're going to start that. I'm just saying with Redwine, she got a lot to tell us tonight. Your segment again, Living for the City. My Hollywood wrap-up, of course. Our cocktail of the week, which is a smoke and spice cider, which Redwine says is off the chain. Mm-hmm. And our Kiss It list. We put 2 on the Kiss It list so far.
Yeah, we got the Kiss It list of everybody that messed up last week.
Right, and then the last
word where we talk about, we give our greetings and our salutations to everything. So our show really has a strong format. It's real, it's live, it's off the chain, and we love doing what we do. And I'm here with Ketel.
It's definitely live.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Okay. It's not Memorex. Bonsoir.
Yeah.
What's the number, Papa? You give them all this information.
The number to call us is 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
And press 1. If you already listen to us via telephone, press 1 on your phone right now. You'll come into our studio and you can say hello to us. Just say hello.
They gonna ring my doorbell or something?
Yeah, you'll come in on our queue in the studio and just
hello.
Just say hello. Say hello, hello, Poppa DD. Hello, Ketel. Hello, Redwine.
Yeah, holla at your boy. Holla at your girl.
Holla at your girl.
We're gonna lighten it up a little bit.
Hit the weird news.
Okay. Florida woman donates her pubic hair. Now, pubic hair to Donald Trump. That's a good one.
Wait a minute.
Emily Robinson, I'm going to use one of your words, Papa, heard Trump's new infamous grab her by the pussy.
Don't say it, girl.
Comments around the same time her house received a mailer from the Republican presidential nominee's campaign asking for donations. She decided to comply. But instead of sending cash, she sent a clipping of her pubic hairs.
Wow.
What I said. No, pubic hairs.
Wow.
Along with the hair,
what
Robinson.
They were, or red? Was she a redhead or?
No, they didn't say.
Blind?
No.
Brunette?
You have to call the woman personally, Papa.
Was she gray?
Can I finish the story?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Along with the hair, Robinson sent a note. Dear Mr. Trump, I'm not able to mail you my actual pussy, so I've included the next best thing. Cheers, Emily.
I love it.
Donald Trump is a disgusting pig of a person and represents everything that females hate about existing in life as a woman.
You go, Emily.
Here's my coochie hair, man.
This is what she told the
this shit.
U.S. Weekly.
I should have gave one a grab something.
I should have gave the story to Pop.
Well, it's funny when you see pubic hair. First thing you want to do is sniff.
Really?
You get a bag of pee. What is the math thing? Can I be a man up in here? If somebody send me a Ziploc of pubic hairs, the first thing I do, open the bag and I go.
That is disgusting.
Like money.
Oh my God, get the lights on. I need to spray this into somebody.
Who is that? Who was she anyway?
I'm gonna finish this story. I'm gonna put it over to you.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna freeze the whole studio.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's possible some people might find Robinson's protest offensive, but Robinson, however, asked critics to get their priorities straight. If sexual assault doesn't offend them, but they think my pubes are disgusting, then they really need to rethink what is gross in this world.
And her name is Robinson?
Emily Robinson.
And by next week, we will know whether or not, we will find out whether or not that Robinson was a redhead, was a brunette, or she was a silver fox.
That was the point of the
whether
story.
she had silver fox down there, redhead, brunette, or blonde.
Anywho,
I'm not going to touch that.
I got another one since we're so close
Negro
to
curly cues.
Since we're so close to Halloween, this one is about pumpkins that went ballistic at a New Hampshire racetrack. This one, all I can do is shake my head.
Right.
This happened in Loudon, New Hampshire. Pumpkins were going ballistic at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway this previous weekend. Teams, they did this in teams, from as far away as Virginia, went all the way up there to New Hampshire to this racetrack to use catapults and air guns to launch pumpkins and other types of gourds and things to launch them across the raceway. Now, while the pumpkins, some of which weighed up to 1,000 pounds, were the featured item, that's not the only thing that they were firing. Some of the pumpkins flew up to a mile across the speedway. Other acts of wanton destruction for general amusement, and yes, there were crowds of people out there watching this foolishness. They were launching things with like crane-like launchers. They were throwing cars from these big, you should have seen the picture of it. It was like these great big crane contraptions launching 1,000-pound pumpkins. They were launching cars, motorcycles, boats, pianos.
Lord, are you serious?
These people.
And where was this?
In New Hampshire, Loudon, New Hampshire. It says not all of the shots were successful, and when a pumpkin misfired, participants referred to the result as a pie. I don't know why. Some of the teams clearly took it seriously, using these medieval early weapon systems, and they were saying that in some cases it took up to 6 guys 10 to 12 hours to get this thing set up to launch stuff. I don't know why they do these things. I've never heard of such a thing.
Lord.
But people traveled from as far south of New Hampshire as Virginia to participate in this launching activity. I don't know what to say. They said one team used some kind of rig that they had some garage door springs connected to this thing to launch stuff. And some other people used a half a mile of surgical tubing. And the category winners get a trophy. So it's not like they get money.
Oh, God.
They get a trophy.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I don't know what to say. That's why it's the weird news.
Okay. Yeah, I got one more weird news. We're going to wrap it up. Mine is a peanut butter vandal mistakenly gathered for a Trump rally. This lady thought there was going to be a Trump rally. And she's very anti-Trump, so she just went off for no particular reason. And this happened in Amherst, Wisconsin. Disorderly conduct charges are pending against a woman who authorities said smeared peanut butter on 30 vehicles outside of a gathering in central Wisconsin that she mistakenly thought was a Trump rally. And it wasn't.
Oh, boy.
Okay? The TV station WSAW-TV reported that investigators said the Monday night conversation group meeting, it was just a regular Monday night conversation group meeting in Amherst, had nothing to do with politics. Authorities said a 32-year-old woman was drunk when she entered the meeting and began yelling about how she hates Donald Trump, and she departed when they asked her to leave. But she had many cans of peanut butter, and she smeared peanut butter all over the people's windows and things like that. She didn't break anything. She just made a mess of peanut butter everywhere. She's lucky there was no mice, because mice love peanut butter.
Wow.
If there was mice around here, her ass would have been bitten. But anyway, I just want to throw it in there for all my hood brothers and sisters. I know that the best thing to put on a mousetrap is peanut butter. Anyway.
Okay.
So she was drunk, so she thought it was a Trump rally, so she smeared everybody's window with peanut butter, which was a mess. And her alcohol level was 02.18, which is 2.5 times the state legal limit. She hates Donald Trump so much.
Wow.
And like I said, her weapon of choice was peanut butter over everybody's windows after that little. And all it was just a meeting of local politics in the area. She thought it was a Trump rally. Damn.
Wow.
How do you think of a Trump rally? Something in your little small ass.
Well, that's what liquor will do.
One trick pony town.
That's why they call it ignorant oil. Ignorant oil.
So look, we'll take a small break and we'll come back with Redwine. She does a I'm Just Saying segment.
Yay!
She's going to talk about You Can't Kill a Memory.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Right back.
Bonsoir, bonsoir. This is Redwine, or as they say in Paris, Je suis vin rouge. Join me every Friday right here on A Pajama Party, where I'll get on my rant, sit on my little bar stool, and give you my opinion on whatever has been bugging me or whatever's on my mind this week. You don't want to miss it. I know I won't. So be here with me every Friday, Redwine, on the Pajama Party Show. Visit us on www.apajamaparty.com and check us out. We'll see you there.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. Like I said, we don't take a lot of commercials. We're not. This isn't TV where we need the Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton ads all day to help support our crap. Anyway, I'm Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Oh, crap.
And this is the yeah, I got that word from you. This is the Pajama Party. If you join us for the first time, this is a Friday night adult night talk show where we talk about any and everything. There's no holds barred. We get it in. We're here at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, and 6 o'clock Pacific Time.
Very good.
Which is all you.
Yes, I'm grading you.
You grading me?
Yes.
Okay, and we're here also 9:15 CP time. That's for all you colored folks that can't get here on time. 9:15 CP time. Anyway, we're going to switch over to Redwine. She has a segment called I'm Just Saying, and her segment tonight is called You Can't Kill a Memory. Redwine, what you got?
Yes, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You can't kill a memory. A memorial sign dedicated to commemorating the murder of Emmett Till was vandalized in Money, Mississippi last week. Now, this sign was marking the spot where Emmett Till's body was discovered back in August of 1955. Somebody shot the sign repeatedly with like 50 bullet holes. How sad is that? Don't people know that you can't kill a memory? I'm just saying. Emmett Till was only 14 years old when two white men full of hatred killed him and left his body in the Tallahatchie River. And these two murderers were acquitted of their crime and then later went on to brag about how they kidnapped, tortured, and murdered that poor child. But like I said, you can't kill a memory. So in 2007, 8 signs marking key locations of the last days of Emmett Till's life were erected by the Emmett Till Memorial Commission. And by 2013, the sign marking the location of Till's body where it was found had been shot dozens of times. And as of October 15th, last week, same sign had been shot some more. So you see, these people are still lurking around trying to kill a memory. And I'm just saying, how stupid is that? As long as we maintain our history, no one can kill the memory of people like Emmett Till and thousands of others who, like him, were stopped from achieving their full potential. I can fully appreciate Emmett's mother and the strength that she exhibited when she decided to have his casket open for the world to see what those animals did to her baby boy. She realized that people can't kill a memory, and she made sure that they didn't kill the memory of Emmett Till. I had the privilege recently to visit the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C., and let me just tell you, it was phenomenal. The team that put those exhibits together, they did their thing. I'm telling you, they put it down. I have never felt so proud to be a black woman in America in all of my life. I learned about people who were inventors, investors, innovators, businessmen, and businesswomen who achieved all kinds of things that I never even heard about, never read about, never knew about. I have to raise my glass to Mr. Lonnie Bunch, who's the founding director of the museum, and the entire team for a job well done. If that place doesn't inspire you to greatness, you're already dead and done. I'm just saying. You got to go up there to the museum and check it out for yourself. So at that museum, they have an exhibit, of Emmett Till's casket. And when you go up there to the exhibit where the casket is, you can hear Mahalia Jackson singing, and it's very, very moving. And inside of the casket, which is open, there's a photo of Emmett Till's mangled body. And it's heart-wrenching just to see that photo. So when I looked at that photo, I can't even imagine what people felt back in 1955 when they saw his actual body laying there like that. But what it showed me was that, like I said in the beginning, you can't kill a memory. Even if you kill the people, you can't kill the memory, because the memory will live on forever as long as we remember. So I just want to encourage all of us to remember. Remember your ancestors and what they stood for. Remember your history, and let it guide you and shape you. This is Redwine, and above all, I'm just saying, you can't kill a memory. So, hey, don't even waste your time trying. That's all I got to say.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
Oh. All right.
Anyway, Emmett Till, being who he was back in 1955, was savagely killed.
14 years old.
14 years old for looking at a white woman.
No, he
and
whistled at her.
Whistled at a white woman, allegedly. We don't know what actually happened.
Don't know. You're right.
And his mother, gallantly so, and it was in Jet magazine initially. Jet magazine was the first one that got the story of that, where his mother said, I want an open casket to show his face swollen.
She said, I want the world to see what they did to my son.
He was in they pulled him out of the river. His face was swollen and completely decomposed. His body, everything was all messed up, but she wanted the world to see. And she put his funeral on display where people could just come and visually see, which goes to show the strong courage of black folks back in the day when it comes to letting this stuff be free. So any of you wimp-ass Negroes today that are kissing your boss's ass or got your tongue halfway up your boss's ass, scared of your own shadow, living your life like you in some type of like you
man up.
You trying to be man up, woman up. That's right. Take your Viagra and your whatever women.
You got to do.
Do what you got to do to get your stuff strong.
You can't kill a memory.
You can't kill a memory, and this man's mother stood for his 14-year-old. She to his whole situation, and doing that, totally being completely heartbroken during the whole situation, and to guide that whole situation and say, this is going to be open casket. I need y'all to see what these people did to my child.
Absolutely.
And his name was Emmett Till, and don't forget it, Emmett Till. Don't ever forget it. He was dogged. He was beat up. He was shot. He was drowned. Anything could be done as far as death. It's amazing how somebody can hold so much hatred for somebody for so-called whistling at a white woman back in 1955.
And why somebody is shooting at the sign that marks the place where his body was
now
found.
They put different sign markers, as they call. They call markers.
Are you still so
they
full
put
of hate
markers out.
that you think that now that's what killing him again?
They put markers out to justify the history of it and make the history be strong as it is. And these hillbillies come on and put bullet holes.
Whoever shot
at that time. Which goes to show that when it comes to gun violence, These jokers ain't got nothing but guns, and they don't know what to do with them. What we need to do as far as guns, I always believe that you can't really stop the gun trade. What you need to do is put a limit on the ammunition, on the bullets.
I mean, the Second Amendment says you have a right to bear arms.
Yeah, but it's got to do
but
with
it doesn't
ammunition.
give you the right to just randomly kill
Ammunition
people.
is what you need to stop.
But I'm
Stop
just saying,
the
it doesn't give you the right to just randomly
What
kill
I'm
people.
saying is that stop the ammunition. If you stop the bullets,
Or
if you put a
control
restriction
the
on bullets,
ammunition.
put a restriction on how you get ammunition. Because you can't smoke nothing inside of top paper if you ain't got no weed to put inside of it. There's the beans and the makings. Remember that. 2 words, the beans and the makings. The beans is what it is to get you off. The makings is what it makes to put it together. The makings
put the beans
is marijuana.
in the gun?
The beans are the bullets. Okay?
Oh, that's an analogy.
Right, an analogy. The beans or the
I'm trying to load
the
my gun
makings
with some
is
beans,
the,
but I got
everything
you.
is the beans and the makings and everything we do. If you have a camera with you, the camera is the means and the makings is the film or the SDS card or what have you. You need 2 components to make anything work. So let's restrict the bullets. Let's stop worrying about gun control. Let's stop the ammunition.
Bullet control.
Bullet control is what we need. That's what
I
goes
agree.
off into a gun. Bullets. Let's stop the sale of them little joints. That's what's killing people. Bullets, not guns. Bullets. Put the restriction on
I
bullets.
think you have a better chance of recuperating from being pistol whipped than you do from being shot.
Exactly. Anyway.
We gonna keep moving, or we gonna?
Yeah, we can keep moving.
Living for the city.
Yeah, let's go with Living for the City.
All right, what you got for us tonight?
My segment, Living for the City. I want to talk about something I've been hearing on TV lately, which is insulting the hell out of me. When I hear Trump talk about African Americans, first of all, call me black. Please call me black. Don't call me no damn African American. Don't sugarcoat my history, my cause, who I am as a person. You're welcome to call me black, okay? But when Donald Trump says, well, African Americans, well, you guys, you should vote for me. What do you got to lose? What do I have to lose? And then he talk about black neighborhoods like they know just what neighborhoods we're living in. Like we're all living in a neighborhood. Well, the black neighborhoods today, they don't really know what they need to do, or they're all undecided about what to do. First of all, you can live wherever your money takes you to live. However long and deep your money is how long and deep you're going to live. I live around black people, but I'm not restricted to the black community because I live around black people. That has nothing to do with it. It's just that where I ended up as far as crime was concerned or any type of discontentment or anything I don't want that I don't want to be not comfortable with. And we all, black folks, experience that. We live in areas that we can tolerate and that we can grow in, or areas that are conducive to our lifestyle. But when white folks get on TV and talk about the black neighborhood, like we all still living in the project somewhere, or what have you, like, well, the blacks, if they get behind me, I'll make sure when I become president. I'm like, what do you mean, the blacks? And then you had a lady on CNN today say that, well, black people aren't really, well, no, she didn't say black people. She said, well, Trump is really doing bad when it comes to white suburbans in Philadelphia, like Bucks County and Montgomery County and Delaware County. Those educated white folks in those, I'm like, educated white folks? I said Montgomery County, Bucks County, Delaware County is black as hell these days. Where the hell have you been? Okay? And whether you've been in college or not, that's got nothing to do with how you vote. I mean, they say stuff that when she said Bucks County, I had to laugh because Bucks County is like Bristol, Levittown, Marsville. That poor white trash shit up there. Is she tripping? Where the hell do you find some suburban white folks in Marsville? Marsville, Pennsylvania? Them fucking hillbillies, are you kidding me? Yeah, the Bucks County, I say Levittown, where white folks is running after white women or running after black dick like it's going out of style. And you talking about some type of black suburban? Yeah, suburban Black Johnson, that suburban white but JJ is what it is. I mean, CNN freaks me out how they think they know about what's going on with Levittown or Bristol or Marsville. That pro-ghetto bullshit. And they call that shit white, educated, suburban people. They are tripping out of their mind. They really are. So I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, like I said, they think they know us, and they really don't. They think they know what's happening with us. They really don't. And it's just deep. And I speak on those areas because I'm very familiar with those areas. So, but I just want to say, in closing on this here, is that when we hear politics talk about us and think they got us pegged where we're living, well, the black community, you know, they're like, we all living underneath some old, what?
Yeah. We all live in a 10-mile radius.
We live in a tent. We all live next to on top of each other, like we humping each other, you know. Oh, the black community, you know, they're all the black community. Yeah, we all got teepees and shit with smoke coming out and talking to each other and beating drums like what's the comedian, Paul Mooney. We beating drums like Africans and talking to each other. It's just scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
You know, people swear they know the black community. You don't know us. And they think they know where we live. Well, the black community, what Trump says, well, you should vote for me. What do you have to lose? What I got to lose? What I got to lose? Probably my house?
Dealing with Donald Trump, yes.
I mean, it's just...
Well, he says the African Americans. He puts that
he doesn't say black.
African Americans.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
The African Americans, you know, they have no jobs, they have no this, they have no that.
They have no education.
Sometimes when you live in a lily white ass world, you don't know what people are doing. That's the sad part about it. So,
all right.
Trump is definitely on the kisser list. So,
for sure.
Okay.
I just want to close it out with that.
All right, now.
Guys, that means Tom talking about. Hit us up tonight. 914-803-4306
and press 1.
Press 1. We got a caller.
Okay. All right, let's get to this caller. Caller, you're live on the Pajama Party Show. Welcome aboard. Go right ahead.
Yes, how y'all doing?
Fine. How are you?
Okay, yeah, and the way Poppa DD was saying that about, he said, what do we have to lose? What the blacks have to lose? Yeah, he has a lot to lose. Because when he built a hotel downtown in D.C., I went down there a couple times as they was building it, remodeling it. I counted only 20 blacks, nothing but Hispanics, okay? So he see what we have to lose. He don't need us. He's going to replace us, okay? He's going to put us on the boat and build a home, okay?
All right.
Wow. So you saying that to say because he didn't have any quote-unquote African Americans or blacks down there working, he had all Hispanics?
Well, he had all Hispanics.
Yeah.
That's the case with every building in Northeast right now. I don't know if you get through Northeast a lot in D.C., but in Northeast right now, every building you see being built has a total abundance of Hispanic people.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, they do.
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. And the wives and the girlfriends and everybody.
Yeah.
While the husbands and the boyfriends are working, the wives and girlfriends, they're out there barbecuing.
Well, like 3 blocks from me is a Hispanic guy, his mother, his wife, his sister, and his son. All of them are working on this construction job.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that, brother, because I see it every day.
And I only counted 2 blacks.
Wow.
Well, blacks aren't part of that whole 8th Street reconstruction. And you know what's sad about it? The mayor of Washington, D.C., what is her name, Bowser?
Yeah.
She's a one-term mayor because she don't realize that white folks are going to blindside her ass so bad in this next election. It's not going to be funny.
She don't even see it coming.
She don't see it coming. She's going to lose by a landslide. She's going to lose 350,000 votes to 51.
Oh, wow.
Watch
this
because
happened what was told to me 30 years ago. A white man is going to be mayor in the district, and I see it coming.
Oh, I'm quite sure.
Without a doubt.
If it was one guy in the running maybe about 10 years ago, unfortunately he passed away, he would have been the next mayor. I can't remember his name. I think his last name was Clark.
They really gave it a shot. One that ran against her.
Yeah.
When they came out, he's openly gay.
Right.
But
he would have been the next mayor.
Oh, they're working on it. They're working on it.
I know they are.
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
That city councilman that wears the bow tie, he could easily move into that role.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. You're right. I forgot his name, but
I forgot his name.
Mr. Bowtie.
Yeah, Mr. Bowtie.
The white
He's
guy?
part of
He's out there
with the
No, I think he's still in.
The older guy?
Yeah, he's kind of older.
He's gone. In fact, he runs that show. I mean, he runs that Go-Go Bar. You know that Go-Go Bar on Georgia Avenue?
Yeah, he owns that.
He owns that. But he's not council no more. No, he got voted out. He's not councilman no more.
Oh.
He's gone.
Still in.
Yeah,
No,
I
he's
thought
gone.
so too. Okay.
And he said, well, I'm out now, so I'm going to go ahead and own a Go-Go Bar. And the Go-Go Bar called a Penthouse. I heard about it. I've never been there. I've heard about it. I've heard about it. It's called a Penthouse on.
You know where it is and what it's
what's
called?
that street called? Georgia Avenue.
Like you don't know.
I had to go to the bathroom one day, and I went in the bathroom. I went to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead, Papa. What had happened was.
Thanks, caller, for calling in.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, sir.
All right. Have a good night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
You're welcome to call. If you're on the phone right now talking to us, just press 1 and say hello. If you have nothing to say concerning our topics, just say hello. Because we're celebrating Redwine. Her and the French guy, they've been together for a while.
Yeah, we're coming up on an anniversary soon.
Okay. We're going to take a little CC break.
All right, and then what are we coming back with?
Hollywood wrap-up,
Hollywood wrap-up.
All righty. We'll be right back.
What's your opinion? We want to know on the Late Night Adult Pajama Party. Call us now on 914-803-4306 and tell us if you agree or disagree, or if you don't care one way or the other. If you've been waiting all week to tell somebody what's on your mind, now is your chance. Dial 914-803-4306 and press 1 to speak with the Pajama Party live on the air. To listen to the show online, go to www.apajamaparty.com and click the listen banner on the top right. If you'd like to advertise your business with us, get in touch on www.apajamaparty.com. So call us now on 914-803-4306 and press 1. We will get to you as quick as we can. Now, back to the Pajama Party Live.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darlings.
Anyway, French man's all up.
Bonsoir. Je suis Ben Rouge.
I'm getting plenty Prince Johnson. Anyway, go ahead.
In my business.
Well, we get ready to get into my segment, the Hollywood wrap-up.
Hollywood.
You guys know a little bit what's going on.
So what's happening in Hollywood?
Here we go again with another Barack Obama biopic.
Another?
The 22nd Amendment precludes 4 more years of Barack Obama presidency, but the U.S. Constitution has no authority over the number of Obama biopics released this year. Netflix is releasing a film called Barry. Barry is set in the fall of '81 when Obama, known to his friends as Barry, moves to New York to start his junior year at Columbia University. The film was screened at the 2016 Toronto International Film Festival before Netflix acquired it. The film will see Barry struggle to maintain relationships with his mother, father, and friends while pulled between various social spheres in a crime-ridden and racially charged environment. Interesting. And this on Netflix will be released in December 16th, so a week before Christmas. And it's called Barry. So it should be interesting. There was another film also, too, that came out a couple of months ago.
The one about him, Michelle?
Right. Yeah. So this one's going to come out on December 16th. Guess who's back on TV?
Who?
Carol Burnett.
No.
Returning to TV as star of ABC comedy from Michael Saltzman and Amy Poehler.
Carol Burnett is my girl.
She is bad. A comedy legend is coming back to television. Carol Burnett is set to top line a multi-camera comedy. The executive producer, Michael Saltzman, he's teaming up with Amy Poehler, one of the brightest current female comedy stars whose careers were influenced by her. So Amy Poehler said Carol Burnett influenced her career, and what's her partner's name? Tina Fey.
Mm-hmm.
The comedy is about a family who gets a chance to buy the house of their dreams, a house they'll never be able to afford under normal circumstances, but is able to under extremely abnormal circumstances. They must live with the current owner, which is Carol Burnett, and until she dies. So they're trying to hold on to the house, and then that should be interesting. That's
going to be funny.
Mm-hmm. It said Carol Burnett has earned 22 Emmy nominations, winning 6 over a span of 5 decades. Her Carol Burnett show ran for 11 years, landing a Best Variety Comedy Series Emmy nomination for each of the 11 years and winning 3 times. Wow. Poehler, along with fellow comedy star and longtime friend and collaborator Tina Fey, they presented the SAG Lifetime Achievement Award at the SAG Awards earlier this year to Carol Burnett. So I guess that was a dream come true. Yeah.
I bet.
Mhm. And the producer, he goes on to say, to be able to provide her with an opportunity to play in the sandbox again, as she's fond of saying, is not only an unbelievable thrill, but a great honor and responsibility. She's not only one of the most brilliant and beloved comedians to ever appear on television, she's also a very gifted dramatic actress. He's talking about Carol Burnett, which is so true. I'm telling you, my best scene in Carol Burnett show was when she came down with that curtain.
The curtain rod, to go on with the wind.
Right. And
that was funny.
Her co-star, what's his
Harvey Korman and Tim Conway.
He could not stop laughing. He could not.
They would mess him up every time.
Yeah.
But she talks about it because she said that was a surprise. He didn't even know that she was gonna come down with the whole curtain.
Mm-hmm.
They was gonna make the curtain, but when she came down with the curtain rod and everything, that was
he was Rhett Butler.
Yes.
Yeah. He couldn't stop laughing.
Right.
Wow.
Also, it was a bittersweet reunion for the Tommy Ford's funeral. A week after the sudden death of Tommy Ford, he was 52. He was on the Martin series, reunited for a touching tribute at the actor's funeral. Tisha Campbell, Carl Payne, and Tashina Arnold. They played Gina, Cole, and Pam.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a Fox sitcom. Tashina Arnold, she writes, and she sent a picture of the 3 of them on Instagram. Today was not easy, but by the grace of God, we all got through it. Words cannot express our gratitude for all of your prayers, positive thoughts, and support for us throughout the years. Tommy will be missed, but mostly certainly never forgotten. And she also mentions on the Instagram picture, it was just the 3 of them. It was Tisha Campbell, Carl Payne, and Tanisha Arnold. And they said Martin was there. He wasn't in the picture, but he was there. Also, Martin Lawrence, he goes on to say, Tommy was not only a great co-star, but he was a great man and friend. He always brought with him his spiritual and positive attitude and so much joy. I am sad the world lost a great talent and that I lost a wonderful friend. God bless him and his family. Yep. That was true to say.
That's nice he said something. You know, we all know Marlowe's he's crazy as Aries.
Oh, he's an Aries?
He's an Aries, yes he is.
He's from the DMV area also. So that's my Hollywood wrap-up for tonight.
All right.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
A lot going on out on the West Coast. And the crowd goes by.
Well, I might as well finish it up. We got the cocktail of the week.
Yeah, cocktail of the week.
Called
which is, every week we come out with different cocktails you can get smashed on.
Or entertain your company in a classy way.
What if you tell your palate to do? What do you tell to be respectful or tell them to say, I don't get Anyway.
This was an interesting called Smoke and Spice Cider. 1 sprig of fresh mint, 3 slices of jalapeno. Really?
Ooh.
1 tablespoon of fresh mint leaves, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, 3/4 ounces of fresh lime juice, 2 ounces of tequila, or if you want to put 3, it's up to you. 4 ounces of apple cider. So you would muddle the mint leaves and jalapeno in a cocktail shaker. Muddle, 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 muddle. Add the remaining ingredients and ice. Shake vigorously and pour into an old-fashioned glass. Serve with the mint sprig as a garnish. This is a great cocktail for a chilly autumn night. The taste of the apple cider might fool you, so sip it slowly and enjoy.
Yeah, that's a good cocktail.
Okay.
I got some tonight, and I have to say, I like it.
That's interesting, the mint and the jalapeno.
You know what? The jalapeno, it sounds scary if you're not a person that likes spicy things, but it doesn't really add heat. It really adds more flavor. Just having those 3 little slices in there, and when you muddle it, it gives it just a little bit of a kick without, like, it doesn't fire your mouth up.
Is it in the front palate or the back palate?
I would say more so on the back. It's like when you sip it, you get it more on the back of the palate.
Okay.
But it doesn't make you feel like, oh my gosh, this is so spicy. It's not like that.
Okay.
It's very different from like when you eat jalapenos with tortilla chips or something like that.
Right.
Not like that.
That's interesting.
This gives you more of the flavor with a little bit of the heat.
Right.
It's very different because there's a couple of cocktails that people are now using jalapenos with, and what it does is it just kind of wakes up the flavor.
Gotcha.
So it's a very, very nice cocktail, and when you add that apple cider, it gives you that autumn feeling.
Okay. All right.
So it's a good one.
Look, it'll warm you up, right?
Oh, it'll warm you up on a cold night. If you're by yourself or not.
I like how the mixture of the tequila and apple cider, and that's different.
Yeah.
And then you're going to put mint and jalapeno? No, that is
when
different.
you muddle the mint with the jalapeno and add the cider and the simple syrup and the lime juice.
Right.
Very nice.
Interesting.
So we'll make sure that we update our website, and it'll be on apajamaparty.com. So be sure to check it out.
Right. And if you guys got any questions or comments about what we're talking about, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1.
Join the conversation.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
I know. We ain't going to bite you.
Well, I don't.
You're saying that word metal quite a bit, Redwine.
Because I like to muddle.
Oh, boy. Well, we're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come back with the Kiss It list.
All right.
It's another Friday night at the Pajama Party Show, and we're here with our PJs on because you know we don't allow clothes in here. If you enjoyed the Pajama Party Show, why not invite a friend or tell a neighbor to tune in right now? Go ahead and text them. I'll wait. Tell them to call us right now at 914-803-4306. And if they want to join in on the conversation, tell them to press 1 so that we'll know they have something to say. We'd love to meet your neighbors, friends, and relatives, so send them a text, email them, or call them up and tell them to join us for the Pajama Party live on Blog Talk Radio. The more the merrier. Or is it Misery Loves Company? Or whichever. Tell them to call us up on 914-803-4306 if they just want to listen, or press 1 if you want to join the conversation. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party Show while I try to find out who hid the belt from my robe. I tell you the truth. Y'all know you're so wrong for that.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of those Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
This is the Friday night adult night talk show, and we're here every Friday, 9 o'clock. And we put it down. There's no holds barred. Let yourself be free. We're going to do a little couple of tidbits. What would I call that?
Footnotes.
Footnotes. What I say? Tidbits? That's old school.
You thinking about something else?
I'm thinking about tidbits. Tidbits is stuff kids used to pick up the rug off when
thinking about breasts.
You know it, Redwine.
Oh, sorry.
You don't know about desires.
Okay.
Did you guys see the debate?
No, we saw the debates.
I watched that train wreck.
Very interesting.
Why you say that, Papa?
I'm not going to bash either one. I mean, Trump has his downfalls or whatever, but Hillary got some stuff with her too. And I'm not knocking anything. I'm not going in totally non-biased and talking like a typical Democrat.
Right.
Yeah, we'll vote for her. She erased the emails and did all kind of crooked stuff.
Mm. It was a train wreck.
When she was Secretary of State, she was nobody had access to her. There was no open room policy. She was an asshole boss, and she showed off and she acted like she was the shit. And this is the reason why they bombarded the area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Benghazi was bombed up and everybody died, and she doesn't want to speak on that situation at all, but.
Maybe she was like that because of the position she was in. She's running for presidency, and all of a sudden, President Barack Obama, or the senator at the time, he yanks her and like, okay, if you stop running against me, then I'll put you in this position, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So, like you said, she probably thought she was the shit, at that particular time. So, but I'm quite sure she lives with that every day. This guy, he shouldn't have never got killed, but maybe she was just sleeping at the time. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not familiar with that, but
well, I was not that impressed with the debate.
Mhm.
I do think that she did a better job of staying on message.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
I think she did a better job of staying on message.
Mhm.
Trump started out strong, and then he just kind of veered off. Yeah, he veered off.
Yeah.
And once he kind of got down into that gutter area, he never could get out. So.
Right.
Well, when you're a man of a certain age, you stand in the gutter.
Mm.
If you're 6 feet and the gutter is 5 feet 11, you got two inches of gutter to play with.
So what does that mean? Once you're in, you're in?
Well, what I'm saying is that he's doing what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
He got past all those different people. Republicans can say crap because everyone y'all thought was a great white hope was beat by Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
What can you do? You might as well embrace him because that's what your party pointed to.
Mm-hmm.
Despite what you think, once you dropped them off at 7:15, you could have got in at 7:20. You could do something different. But no, y'all decided to follow him, and he won the primary and everything else. I couldn't believe everybody fell at the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
Rubio should have attacked his ass a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Rubio attacked him late. I would love to see. I was a Rubio fan.
Mm-hmm.
I really was.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
He had good hair. He had excellent hair. Hair was nice.
Good hair.
Good hair.
Mm-hmm. But I think some of those guys, their background kind of just messed them up. Because he was an immigrant from Florida, I believe, Rubio, right? His parents,
yeah, he's Cuban descent or something.
Yeah, they migrated.
He came over with all his credentials, so he would have had a good job making good money.
I think they allowed Trump to punk them.
I like what you said.
Yeah, they allowed Trump to just punk them.
Yeah.
And once they got punked, it was like, well, I guess I messed up. I got to step down. And eventually he just plucked them all off one by one.
Based on money and power.
Right. And now you got these Republicans kind of trying to figure out, do I stick with them or do I distance myself?
Right.
So some of them, what I heard today, I think on CNN, they said something like 4 out of 10 are sticking with them, but the other 6 out of 10 are saying, I don't have anything to do with that, because they're coming up for re-election from their state, and they're not trying to go down with the ship, so to speak.
I got you.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So people kind of feeling like, okay, now it's every man for himself. And Paul Ryan is caught in the middle.
Right.
Because Trump, I think, was looking for Paul Ryan to be kind of his life preserver, so to speak. And Paul Ryan is like, hey,
I'm not going to be a part
I'm going to focus on trying to keep the majority of the Senate or the House, whatever, Republican.
Right.
So that's where they are now.
Okay. We got a caller.
All right. Caller, you're live on the Pajama Party Show. Go right ahead with your comment.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to point out a couple of things about what y'all were just talking about. Marco Rubio. is someone who has done everything in his power to marginalize other Latinos in the state that he represents. As a Cuban, he was guaranteed a path to citizenship. And like many that have that in their corner, he looked down upon all the other Latino immigrants that were coming into this country. He's having a really hard time in Florida, and I hope he's gone next year, personally. But I want to point out one thing.
So you're saying that Florida? So you're saying Florida's not embracing him?
They never really did. You have to. This is the thing that most people don't understand about Rubio. Marco Rubio wouldn't even have been senator had the RNC not forced Charlie Crist out of the race. The RNC decided 6 years ago that they wanted Marco Rubio because they wanted him to have a path to the White House. And they figured the Latino from Cuba could get them to the White House when Obama was finished. What ended up happening is Charlie Crist was governor at the time. He ran for the Senate as a Republican, and they basically kicked him to the curb. So he then stayed in the race as an independent and lost because, of course, no independent is ever going to win Florida unless something catastrophic happens. So Marco Rubio has only gotten where he is because the RNC wanted him to be positioned and primed to replace Obama when Obama's final year was up. When that didn't happen, now he's stuck trying to figure out how to stay in the Senate to be relevant in 2020. The problem is the people here don't like him because he hasn't done anything in 6 years. He's missed more days than he's attended, even prior to the election, the primary.
That does not surprise me.
He doesn't have a lot to offer the state, but the RNC wants to scream about the DNC being corrupt. What they did to Charlie Crist to help Marco Rubio was foul. They basically pulled all of their support for a Republican governor who was running for a national Senate seat because they wanted Rubio, and they figured Charlie Crist couldn't take the White House. So when he wouldn't drop out the race automatically, they basically disavowed him.
But I think Charlie would have had a hard time trying to take the White House anyway.
Well, I don't know that.
Charlie Crist.
I agree. I don't think Charlie Crist could have taken the White House, but Charlie Crist could have done a lot more for this state in the Senate than we've gotten from Marco Rubio. But the RNC was more focused on the next presidential election than it was.
Do you think it was because of the youthful aspect of Rubio?
No, it was because he was Latino.
Oh.
They figured he could court the Latino vote across the country.
So because of the growing Latino population, not just in Florida, but across the country, they figured Rubio would be a better candidate to push.
Correct. And he wasn't really in politics at a visible level prior to this. So they basically, the shakeup down here when he ran for the Senate the last time, everyone was like, who is this guy? You would have thought the RNC had got the second coming of Christ, the way they put him on TV, they have everything going, and they basically told Charlie Crist, you cannot be a Republican candidate, period. And they removed him from the ticket.
Wow.
So that's why when they talk about corruption, it's funny, because it's like, really? Do you all not realize what you did 6 years ago? But okay. The second thing I want to point out is they knew they couldn't beat Obama. They knew Obama was going to win a second term, even with Mitt Romney. They knew that here in this state. And part of the concern right now is they know they can't. Barring something catastrophic happening in the next 14 days, Trump is a no-go. He's not going to be president. Their focus is on now how they said make Obama a one-term president. Their focus has now shifted to making Hillary a one-term president. So everybody needs to get out and vote. We need to clean house in Congress and the Senate and actually get some work done in the next 4 years, or we're going to have this same insane dog and pony show 4 years from now.
And I can't take it. I cannot go through this again.
It's too much. Yeah, you're right.
This was like having an operation done with no anesthesia. I cannot go through this again.
Well, let me ask you this real quick, and then I'll get off because I know you have a show to do. Do you all really think Trump wants to be president? I think Trump is stuck in the I don't want to quit, but how much more crazy stuff do I have to do for them to kick me off? Train.
No, he doesn't.
I really think he doesn't want to be president. I think he's shocked that no matter what he does, they stick with him.
People still support him. Exactly.
They're going to eat him up. Yeah.
I think he feels like, well, I'm in it now. I can't back down because that's not what I do.
Right.
He's not the apologizing kind of person.
Yeah.
So now he has to ride it out till the end.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how outrageous he is or how much crazy stuff he says. It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't. It's just how long we're going to take this BS.
Yeah, because it's like no matter what he does, he has a flock of people who still run behind him, support him, and will back him no matter what.
Yeah. I think he's going to do a reality show out of this whole thing, really. And he's going to make
he's trying to launch. He's trying to launch the Trump media empire. He wants to have his own Fox News channel.
Yeah,
I think that's what
I heard about Trump TV.
With the other guy that used to work for Fox, too. Those two.
Roger Ailes.
Yeah, putting their heads together. And they probably will do it. That's probably what's going to come out of this. He's going to get something out the deal.
Well, I don't watch Fox News, and I won't be watching that. So forget it. More power to him. You won't see me on there.
But thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, if he gets his own network or channel or whatever, just goes to show you money can buy anything, including love.
Yes, it can. I guess we're going to keep it moving. The Kiss It list.
All right. What's the Kiss It list, Poppa DD?
Kiss It list is a list of people that messed up last week with you.
Or this week.
Or this week. Mother, father, sister, brother, it doesn't matter who it is. Just turn around and give us a scoop on it. And before you know it, we'll have familiar names about and about.
Yeah, we're going to start with Donald Trump. He's number one.
Yeah, really?
And
who's got the list?
The Giants kicker, Josh Brown.
Definitely him.
Yep, abusing his wife physically and verbally. Also, John McKeon.
Oh, the
judge that gave the guy that's molesting his own daughter 60 days. Guess he said he's going to try to help the guy, but John
whatever.
McKeon, he's on the Kiss It list. Who else you have over there, Papa? You said Donald Trump.
The NFL, Giants management. For knowing about Josh Brown and his little raping ways and the domestic violence ways, and just kept Ray Rice on the floor and kicked him out. He's never been in football since. But this gentleman here, Josh Brown, is all over the place. Whoever shot the memorial mark signs for the Emmett Till situation, put them on the list because they shot what really didn't belong to them. And
what was the purpose?
It doesn't make
Why are you shooting a sign? They said it was at least like 50 bullet holes in that sign. What, you still mad?
Just to make us...
this was 1955.
I know.
Are you really still mad?
Get over it.
Oh, my gosh.
Get over it. Yep. Who else you got, Bob?
I got, the NFL catchers, everybody on the NFL teams. And whoever shot the memorial marker signs for Till, I'm sure they're completely pissed. And Robert Till himself for requested saying the African American and their objective, they are no individual people. Donald Trump is like I said, I spoke on this earlier, how people are talking about black people like we're just, I don't know what neighborhood they're putting this in or what gathering they're putting this in or, three blind mice come and get your supper or whatever. Wherever they got us. It's crazy. You know, they just think, oh, call black people. They'll wake up. They'll be there. No, we won't be there. We're not connected to anything.
And then Donald Trump says, what, the African Americans?
Yeah,
the African Americans.
Well, the African, you have nothing to lose. Join me. You have nothing to lose. You have jobs. You don't have this. You don't have that. Well, you know.
What we got for him? Is that it?
Wait, I got one more.
Okay.
Kanye.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
I got to put that's your boy. I got to put Kanye on there. Kanye was making this statement talking about as close as he is to Jay-Z, saying about how their kids, his kids and Jay-Z's daughter, how they don't even play together. And he went on and on and on about it. And I'm like, okay, well, clearly he doesn't want his daughter to play with your kids. Get over it. Why are you still talking about that? So I'm putting Kanye on the kiss it list.
Yeah, I have to say.
Get over it.
Yeah, he needs to stop tripping. He hasn't been in the limelight lately, so.
Yeah, and also, whoever it is on the United Nations that has a problem with Linda Carter being an honorary, what was she, an honorary ambassador?
Right.
Someone made her an honorary ambassador to the United Nations.
Right.
And there were those who had an issue with it because they felt like the costume she wore back in the 70s as Wonder Woman was too sexually revealing or some crap. So I'm like, really? She was portraying a comic book character.
It's a symbolic.
It's symbolic. Yeah. Get over it.
Yeah.
So I'm putting them on the kiss it list, and that's all I have. Anybody else?
That's it. That's more than enough.
All right. Well, we got a gift wrap package for them, and here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I want to hear Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Oh, that was good.
That was the kiss list of everybody's show they asked last week. I'm sure the people we forgot.
I'm quite sure.
So for all those people we forgot that you know you should have been on the list, that was for you too.
That was for you too.
All righty.
We're going to get into the last word. What's your last word, Papa?
My last word is you know, I just appreciate everybody listening to our show and supporting us along the way, you know, because there's no telling where we can go with this. We have our own production, our own commercials, our own programs. Everything is our own, and we're just trying to crawl in our little nests and keep it in perspective, you know. But thanks for joining us along the ride, because we're going to blow up for real. I look forward to it. I hope that it happens, you know, sooner than later, and that we can all venture into something that may have been our lifetime desires. So that's up for me tonight. Good night, everybody. Talk to you next week.
You got Redwine.
My last word is shout out to all of Prince's siblings. I hope you all can work everything out. I heard on the news that they were going to be releasing some of the music out of Prince's vault, and I will definitely be buying it. So as soon as you release it, I'm down for it. I don't know if that was his intention, but I can't help myself. So if you put it out there, I'm going to get it. So I hope everything is cool in Minnesota with the people that are related to him. And I hope you all can work things out, work together in unity and in harmony. And thanks to everybody for listening. Visit us on apajamaparty.com and on Twitter at apajamaparty. And thanks for hanging out with us. On you, Ketel.
All right, my last word. Thanks for the old listeners, new listeners, and future listeners. I appreciate you listening tonight. And every Friday night, you know who you are, our faithful listeners. Also, hats off to, we mentioned Lonnie Bunch, the educator, historian, and founder, director of the African American History of Culture.
The museum. That's
as Redwine said, it's just a phenomenal place to be.
Yeah, that's his thing, Lonnie Bunch,
Yeah, so hats off to him. Also, I want to give a shout out to Miss Kathy Hughes. They are commemorating or naming the communication center after her, the one in Howard University campus, and that will go on this Sunday. So hats off to her, Miss Hughes. If you don't know, she owns about 56 radio stations and the first African-American female to own so many radio stations in the world.
And TV stations.
Yes, and TV stations.
TV1.
TV1. So shout out to her.
Miss Cat.
I'm telling you, she's off the chain. Also, a special shout out to Miss Hall, Regina Hall's mom. Unfortunately, she's in a Baltimore hospital. She's doing fine, but she had to be hospitalized for a couple of days, but she should be going home soon. But I want to just give a special shout out to her, Miss Hall. Get well. And that's it for me. Ketel, I'm out.
You're out?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Say good night, Pop.
Good night, everybody.
Bonsoir.
Good night.
Same time next week, every Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock on the West Coast, and 9:15 CP time.
Okay.
Get up here on time so you can hear our initial openings, and then we put out the good stories first. So if you came in late,
and we'll see you there.
then we'll see you there.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Sound like I've been played off.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, growing sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, growing